I'm here with Linda Tapiolas from CGW in Brisbane, who's just presented a really interesting paper on the subject of assets and businesses being owned by companies. And the companies themselves are then, the shares in those companies are owned by trusts. Now, one of the interesting things about this is asset protection, and Linda's got some fairly strong views on this. Linda, can you elaborate? What are the asset protection issues in this situation?
Yeah, it tends to be a moving trend that how we tend to be structuring our business clients is that we have a company which is owned by a trust, so we get lots of flexibility about where we distribute our income. The issue is we can't just set them up and then forget about what's actually included in our companies. So if we think about a trading company, we'll be building up profits in that trading company. What we need to do is make sure that we protect those profits. So one thing that it's not uncommon to see is trading companies building up retained profits and then having non-business assets included in there. And that may also include loans to other entities. So the big issue is trying to protect your retained profits, so get them out of the trading entity into a non-risk entity. So from that non-risk entity, you can then make loans out to the other entities. So by forgetting to do that, if the unforgivable happens to that company and a receiver's bought in, then effectively all those loans can be called in. And that could be loans to related entities or related individuals, and therefore they're exposed as well. If we get the retained profits and the assets out, then at least if something happens with our trading company, those assets are protected.
Very good point. Linda, thank you very much indeed.